Well, I'm joined here in Doha by Ahmed Bakr, a doctor at the Al Ahli Hospital. Thank you for being with us.
Hello.
Is it common that doctors would diagnose cancer with such certainty as they seemed to be a couple of days ago and then suddenly find themselves wrong?
Right. We first have to know, was the diagnosis a certain diagnosis? Because when you suspect, for example, we are talking about thyroid cancer here, because every type of cancer has its own way of diagnosis. Thyroid cancer, sometimes we do what we call fine needle aspiration, and then when you do it, you don't take the tissues, you take the cells only. And when the histopathologist looks at the cells, he can say no cancer at all, he can say yes, definite cancer, but there's always a gray area in the middle when there is a suspicion. And then the report should come with differential diagnosis of a suspected cancer. And this can happen. And at this stage, the surgeon should go ahead, remove the thyroid or part of the thyroid, depending on where the problem is, and then send the whole tissue for the histopathologist to look at it, and then the final diagnosis, conclusive one, can come.
So what is this likely to have been then? Because clearly she had something there.
Right. My suspicion is that probably she had, well, I don't know the details, but probably she might have had what we call the thyroid nodule. And because the nodule at this age is suspicious, can be a cancer. So one of the methods is to take a sample of it with a small needle. The needle is so tiny, so it doesn't take the whole tissue, it takes some cells. Then you look, you stain the cells, you look at the cells under the microscope, and then you might have conclusive, definite signs of malignancy, and then you report it like this.
Right.
You might have conclusive signs of no malignancy, you report it like this, and you might be in the gray area. And in this case, the surgeon has nothing to do except go ahead and remove the thyroid, send the whole tissue for the definite diagnosis.
So she's had her entire thyroid removed. What does that mean?
Right. Also, again, I don't know if the surgeon has removed the whole thyroid or part of the thyroid, because hemi or part of the thyroid. If she removed the whole thyroid now, which can be the treatment even, I understand she has a benign situation called follicular adenoma, but that's fine, you remove it. And if she removed the whole thyroid, she will have to be on replacement therapy because she will be lacking the thyroid hormone, which is secreted by the thyroid gland.
And what would replacement therapy mean in terms of her ability to function, in terms of her life?
A tablet per day for life. One tablet per day for life, for example. And
so a completely manageable condition?
Yeah, a completely manageable condition. I mean, if the surgery is completely safe with no complications, then she's fine. She has to receive the replacement therapy.
Ahmed Bakr, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Now, in the US, the Republican